Hello, I'm Ryan, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you later. I'm just kidding, I'm still here. Huh? Hopefully, it's a lot of fun. Uh, this is going to be a gaming channel, so if that doesn't interest you, then hopefully you'll stay for the entertainment value. If it does interest you, great. We're going to laugh, we're going to cry, we're going to make pie. We're not going to make pie, even though I love me some pumpkin pie. Last week, Microsoft gave us our first look at Halo Infinite. It is the sixth mainline Halo game in the franchise, and I'm going to link down below the reveal gameplay and campaign stuff because I don't really feel like me talking about what they showed makes much sense, considering it's been almost a full week since the stuff's been online and they've shown it. So if you haven't seen it by now, it's just an easy click down below. I'm just going to give you my perspective on it. I mean, you saw some cutscenes, we saw some gameplay, we saw a claymation brute. Now that was pretty cool. So again, I'm not going to get into what they showed. You can see it for yourself. You can make your own opinion on it, then come back here and maybe comment down below and tell me what you thought. I just wanted to give my perspective on it. Now, here's the thing. I thought everything that they showed was good and it was fine. Now, I'm saying that as somebody who's hated what they did with Halo 5. Now, not because it was new, not because it wasn't Bungie or was 343 Industries, but just because the game that they marketed was not the game that they got. If you don't remember the marketing campaign for Halo 5, I'll play a clip for you now so you can see what I'm talking about.
All hail the conquering hero. The one who was supposed to save us all. But now I must save us from you.
I am not joking, like I literally burn up with rage inside sometimes and just still to this day thinking about how amazing those trailers looked for Halo 5 and then buying Halo 5 and putting it into my Xbox and then realizing about halfway through that this is not the game that they marketed. What an ironic tagline, huh? But that's just so you understand where I come from when I watched this Halo Infinite gameplay. It looked to me like it was more in line, at least its visuals, back to Halo 1. Now, that's one of the things that it's been kind of knocked for. It's its visuals. It doesn't look next gen enough. I think, sure, could it always look better? A game could always look better. But I think we focus too much on visual these days, where the most important thing, really, in my opinion, is the art direction. Now, one of my favorite moments in what they showed is when Chief, after the first cutscene that they show, walks out onto the Halo ring. It really brought back some nostalgia for me back with Halo Combat Evolved. It had that same feel, and if you look at the art style in a way, it kind of even harkens back to that, pays homage to Combat Evolved again, because it's kind of like a simpler art style. Now, in a world where we have so much pop and so much flair and so much crazy cartoonish kind of art styles, it is nice to go back to basics and get a kind of like simpler, more old school art style that we don't really get anymore. Are some questions still that were left weirdly unanswered. Like, we still don't know if the game is fully open world, even though that was supposed to be like one of the things that we were hoping that they addressed early on. The visuals, maybe they don't look as good as they did. Maybe it's because that they're trying to do this cross-generational launch. I doubt it. But look, there are concerns there, and I'm not pretending that they don't exist. All I'm saying is that I did think what we saw was pretty cool. The last, I want to say, I believe it's 3 games. So you have Halo 4, Halo 5, and the Master Chief Collection. Now, I didn't have any problems with Halo 5 in terms of like bugs and stuff out the gate. Neither did I have with Halo 4. But from what I understand, those games did not have the best launches, though the Master Chief Collection was in terms of campaigns, the campaigns were fine, but in terms of multiplayer, those games were absolutely atrocious, or that game was absolutely atrocious at launch. I've heard it's much better now. I haven't played it in a while, but I'm glad to hear that it's improved, but that's something to keep in mind as you go forward with 343 Industries on these games. Now, again, the only Halo game that I really hated or didn't like was Halo 5, as I mentioned. I even liked Halo 4, and I know that's not popular to say. I liked Halo 4. Basically, my point is, we need to see more. There needs to be more. We need to see more. I mean, we saw the things we expect to see. We saw Master Chief killing some aliens. He does that. He's really good at it. I wonder if at this point he just really enjoys it. Last thing that I want to mention is that 343 Industries did confirm after showing the game that this might be the last Halo game for a long time, which would be a very interesting thing that they're going to use. Not that Halo Infinite is not only the name of the game, but it is also a way of kind of using the Infinite title to mean more than just this is the title of the game. It's more like a launching pad for more Halo content in the future. I have no idea what that means. None of us know what that means. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you liked what you saw. Hopefully you enjoyed this little discussion that we had where it was just me rambling about a bunch of things that I thought were fine. This was my semi kind of faux defense of Halo Infinite, even though it's not out yet and I haven't played it. All I'm saying is just temper your expectations and go in skeptical, but also relax. If a game's bad, it's not the end of the world. If it looks bad, maybe it can get better, maybe it won't, but we got to get our hands on it before we can go any further. So again, that's going to do it for me. If you liked this video, just do the whole thing that everyone always says, like, comment, subscribe. If you don't want to do any of that, then that's okay too. I understand. I do.